Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope that you're having an amazing day. I'm so honored and excited to be connecting in with you. We have been doing a special series all around brilliance and how do we step further into that. And this is in honor of our book that's launching, and hopefully everybody's got this on the calendar. September 17th, our book will be launching. And that morning, we're going to share the super special link where you can get this amazing book, the Kindle version, for $1. So starting on September 17th, it'll be available on Amazon for the super special rate of $1 for the first 24 to 48 hours. And I always think it's really special when we have an opportunity to go behind the scenes and learn from experts that have collaboratively come together to empower us around brilliance. So today, we're continuing our series, our 3-part series of speaking with our authors to see why this project called to them and what we can look forward to and experience in their book, and what advice and tip can they give us around stepping into our own brilliance, recognizing it, embracing it, leaning in, and then being willing to share it out in the world. Because I believe what the world needs is more of you. They need your brilliance, your gifts, your talents, and your abilities shared out in the world. And that's how we make the world a better place. It's heart by heart, life by life, sharing the gifts, the talents, and the abilities that we've been given. So welcome, welcome. Thrilled to have you joining us today. And I'm the compiler, which means leader of this particular project. So it's been my honor and privilege to lead our team in bringing this book forward, empowering each of the authors. And I get to, a benefit of being the compiler is I get to read the chapters as they're being created. And I can tell you, they have brought great insight into my life, inspiration, encouragement, and have helped me strive to claim my brilliance even more. Because I think we resist that. We resist owning our gifts and our talents and sharing them out with excitement and looking forward to bringing them forward and receiving them from each other. And to me, when we can live in a world and environment like that, it's a beautiful, brilliant place to be. And each of us can choose to be in that space by being willing to share our gifts and to celebrate the gifts of others. That's part of how we step into our brilliance and we embrace the brilliance of others. So as we are connecting in together, those of you who are driving, please stay safe. Keep both hands on the wheel, just inwardly tuning in. But those of you who are able to, I want to invite us to be fully present to receiving everything that is here for you today, because it is not an accident that you tuned in. I know, in fact, there is something here for you today because you did. And I want to make sure you're open to receiving everything that is meant for you today. So let's take a breath together, connecting in through the nose, out through the mouth, like through a straw. Beautiful, wonderful. Let's take another breath. This kind of breathing helps bring us present. It brings oxygen to every cell in your body, which gives us clarity of thinking. It reduces our cortisol levels, our stress levels, which helps us be more present and make better decisions. So enjoy the breath and the oxygen as we keep breathing and take a moment to connect in. And as we're doing that, I want to invite you to close your eyes. You're absolutely safe. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, bringing you all in, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Eyes closed to avoid any distractions, but turning inward and expanding. And in this space, you're absolutely safe. What is it that you need today? What is it that will encourage you, empower you, uplift you? What is it that will help you recognize your brilliance and step further into it? What is it you need today that you are willing to receive because you have choice? So what is it that you need and are willing to receive? See if that shifts the answer or the energy a little bit. Wonderful. Receive that information. Beautiful. Okay. So let's take a breath and open our eyes. Coming back, fully present. Beautiful. And as we do that, I want you to take a moment and write down what was laid on your heart. What is it that you need and are willing to receive to support you in stepping into your brilliance? Part of writing it down helps you keep it top of mind because we can get distracted. I want you actively on the lookout for it. And I want to make sure that you're starting to help co-create. By getting it out of you and writing it down, you're starting to create and bring the answer into reality. You're creating it. And please note, I didn't ask how. We didn't need to identify how. In fact, I want you to be open to how. Whatever wonderful and incredible and miraculous way and unexpected this need can be met. Be open to that, to being surprised by the wonder and the creativity and the brilliance of your need being met. Beautiful. We're going to go around our virtual room here and have each of you take a moment to listen to what was laid on our guest experts' hearts. So with that, I'd love to start with you, Sophie, all the way from the French Alps. I'd love for you to share what was laid on your heart when we took a moment to stop, pause, and listen.
Thanks, Rebecca. It came back to me the story of this young girl who knew that one day she would share life topics with other people from the other side of the ocean. And I was 13 when I had a strange vision of it. And look, it's happening right now today. So thank you. Thank you that I could give pride, to this girl vision, and that I can follow my own personal legend. Thank you.
Oh, you are welcome. How beautiful to have that vision planted in your heart at such a young age. And today we're getting to experience you living it. It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I celebrate that. Oh, wonderful. That gives me chills. I love it. Beautiful. Thank you. Kimber, absolutely. Yeah, follow our dreams. Thank you. Kimberly, what was laid on your heart?
Encouragement and perseverance.
Beautiful.
So I think having encouragement goes a long way with helping, at least for me, to persevere through some of the challenges that I encounter. So,
encouragement.
My heart.
Beautiful encouragement and perseverance to help meet the needs that we have. Beautiful. Thank you. And stepping into our brilliance can be active. So important to encourage ourselves and others. Beautiful. Sonia, how about you? What was laid on your heart?
Rebecca, what was coming up was being vulnerable. But then when you asked, what are you willing to receive, then love and support came up. But again, the being vulnerable was that when I'm vulnerable, I create openness to receive love and support. And when I'm open and give, I get more.
Beautiful, and it creates room for that. But if we're not letting that in, not being vulnerable, it can block it. So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And it's a beautiful pathway to bringing in love and support. And then Reverend Laura Jackson-Lew, what was laid on your heart?
Oh, good morning to you, or good afternoon here. I really felt releasing the mind and being able to fully come into the heart. And from being fully present, more fully present, the deeper you go, the more that we can receive and listen and hear and just feel that connection and feel that innate brilliance and gift that each of us is. And that's what I received today.
Beautiful. Slowing down, coming into our heart, and we can go deeper and deeper into our brilliance. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Listeners, what was laid on your heart? When we took that moment to stop, pause, and listen, and as we've gone around our virtual room, perhaps there was another piece that was added to what is on your heart. As we go to our first commercial break, and during these 2 minutes, you hear these beautiful commercials with updates and information we absolutely want to bring to your attention. Use this time to stay present. Resist the urge to go cross things off your to-do list. Give yourself the gift of this time, and use these 2 minutes to go deeper, to listen, to receive the information that is coming to you, the emotions, the feeling, everything conspiring together to support you to step into your brilliance. And with that, we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Be sure to friend us on Facebook. You can do it right now. Visit facebook.com/Voice America or search for us at keyword Voice America.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Get Unchained. Tune in every Monday for Jane Unchained on the Voice America Influencers channel, featuring nationally recognized best-selling author, TV journalist, and social media influencer Jane Velez Mitchell. This program takes you inside a trending lifestyle that's the next wave of human evolution. It all starts on your plate. If you want to revolutionize your life, get happier, more energized, then discover the secret. Tune in to Jane Unchained Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Influencers channel.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Have you had a chance to check out Voice America's online magazine and blog? If you love our hosts and shows, check out articles that give an even deeper perspective, plus topics about health and fitness, movie reviews, philosophy, business tips and tactics, spirituality, positive thought, current events, and even more about your favorite host. It's just a click away at blog.voiceamerica.com. That's blog.voiceamerica.com. The Voice America Press Blog. All access, all the time. We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes, and it gave you the opportunity to stop, pause, and listen. I think that's so key and important as we're stepping into our brilliance and we're discovering it and finding ways that we can share it out and become more of who we are and who we are called to be and less of everything else. And I find that takes being willing to stop, to slow down, to go deeper. And that will help us move forward in a purposeful way, actually more quickly, because we take that time, and it can happen 2 minutes at a time, to stop, pause, and go deeper. So you'll have opportunities throughout the show to do that. I hope you embrace them and enjoy all that will be laid on your heart and your spirit in our conversation today. Welcome back. We've been talking with our amazing authors from Step Into Your Brilliance, our anthology, which is multiple authors coming together. We've had 14 authors that have come together to bring this powerful book forward, and it's launching on the 17th. And this is something we have been working on, this book, and birthing it and bringing it forward over the past year. It takes about a year to bring a book forward, to lean into why it's calling you. And every author in our book was called to be part of it. And then what is it that you are called to contribute to the book to honor that calling, so that when we bring it forward, it will serve the readers at the highest level. So I thought it would be really nice today to pull back the curtain a little bit and ask our authors what about this project and contributing their brilliance to it called them to say yes, to lean into it and be part of this journey that will be getting shared out in the world starting next week on the 17th when we get to release the book to the world. But what was it about this project that called to them, that had them leaning in? So I'm going to introduce each author and we'll discover why they said yes. What about this project called to them, and what are they excited about it bringing to the world? So with that, I felt into the order to go through, and this is kind of behind the curtains. I don't actually usually share this on the shows, but I actually feel into every show that I do. I feel into what is the order to call in each section on those that are joining us in the show. What is the order that will serve at the highest level? So as I go through in each section, you'll notice the order changes from time to time, and this is really being led. I'm being led to do that and to call on each person in this way, that it will serve all of us at the highest level. So guests, just so you know that, because you probably didn't know that, and that's why the order shifts and changes a little bit. And listeners, listen to the order and how it unfolds and the story that's being shared in that on a higher level when you look at it on a global view. So the first expert I'm excited to share with you, her name is Reverend Laura Jackson Liu, and she is a new paradigm thought leader and transformational presenter. She's all about transformation and bringing that forward. She's an author, a motivational speaker, consultant, and musician. And she is passionate about helping you tap into the infinite possibilities that are available to you. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful Reverend Laura Jackson Liu to the show. Welcome!
You are so awesome, Rebecca. Thank you for that.
You are welcome. I'm excited to have you here and would love for you to share why. Why did this project call to you and pull at your heart to devote a year of your time and commitment to bring it forward? And what are you hoping will come from this as we launch and bring the book forward?
I'll start with the last piece. I'm hoping, and my intention is that every single person who reads this book is permanently uplifted and the veil is lifted on how amazing, magnificent, and brilliant they are. I mean, there you go. So that came from your question. So I am so honored to be part of this project. When we all have life experiences and we all have a story or stories that we carry. And so when, I came across this opportunity with you and this book and these other fabulous co-authors, I heard the name of it and I went, well, but of course, right? And so it's really sharing ways that people can recognize what they already are, who they already are. And for me, I've certainly had, experiences in my own lifetime, and I share part of that story in my chapter 4 years ago, where it felt like every aspect of myself was really being stripped away. And so, who are you when that happens? Putting some of that into place and the rest unfolding. And it's an opportunity to say you do come out the other side. You are remade. You say, who am I at my core? And I get such a charge out of, uplifting people, giving talks to all different kinds of audiences, and to say that you don't have to do anything. This is not in a doingness, it's actually in your beingness. That you're already, that's my chapter title, you are already brilliant. So that's the message.
Thank you. Thank you so much for leaning in, for saying yes, and for sharing about our brilliance and helping us own and claim it a little bit more. Thank you. I so appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And Sophie, I'm excited to introduce you next. So Sophie Roumeas is from the French Alps and is a therapist, mindfulness coach, and product developer. She has been traveling the world to develop and implement the art of living alternate therapies. She is passionate about helping you get rid of limitations so that limitations and traumas, I don't want to miss that, because we can have limitations and traumas that can block us, and helping you release those so you can manifest positive and powerful transformation. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful and heart-centered Sophie Roumeas to the show. Welcome!
Thank you, Rebecca. That's an honor to me to speak today with you and all my co-authors, some of my co-authors tonight. Yeah. Well, I shared with you that I had vision when I was 13 years old, and it was real. It's a real vivid dream experience, I may say. And then today, 2 years ago, I have a great friend of mine from Florida who talked to me about Voice America, and this is when I decided, okay, that's maybe the time. Let's give flight to the visions. And so we had a first encounter together, you, I, and then you helped me, you pushed me to move forward. And then, thanks to my first application with you, I found my motto. I had difficulties in my voice with my voice someday, to voice my needs and to voice my purpose. And finally, this is why I decided to become a therapist. I wanted to help people with the tools that I have found for myself that were useful. So it's a la carte with hypnosis, some past life regression, and aura reading, and systemic family constellations, we name them. Everything that helped me, I decided to learn and to then become a therapist. And when I applied with you the first time I met you, I found my motto. My motto became, let's voice your soul. That was a difficulty to me, and then I decided this is my purpose in life. And, well, if I have something to share right now, it's important to connect with our soul presence. This is Wayne Dyer who said, you are not only a body, you are a soul living in a body. And in my opinion, the biggest obstacle to succeed is to not be connected with our own soul voice. And I have a great tool that I discovered for myself to connect with our authentic voice. We call it family constellation. That's something who can help someone to find why, for what, or for who, perhaps by hidden loyalty to an absent or a dead one or a denied one in the family, we hold our voice, actions, and joy back.
Beautiful.
Because there is a natural and universal order of life that manifests in existence, when we feel in harmony in our family lineage and in our daily creativity.
Beautiful,
So
Sophie. Sophie, thank
you.
you.
Psychogenealogy.
Beautiful. Sophie, thank you so much for sharing. You shared so much there. I want to just take a moment and give everyone an opportunity to digest. And I love that you've been on your own journey, and so much of that led to the work that you do as a therapist. And that on our journey together, you and I really stepping into helping people voice their soul and connect with it more powerfully. And then that is on the path to our brilliance. So really being able to connect in a deep heart level with our soul and being empowered to do that. And you have all kinds of tools and ways that people can do that. And I know you share some of that in your beautiful chapter. So thank you so much for sharing, for leaning in and being part of this project.
Thanks, Rebecca. That's an honor.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then Kimberly, I'd love to introduce you. So Kimberly Scherer is a teen breakthrough expert, founder of Academy for Independence, #1 international best-selling author, and she has been empowering teens and their parents for over 15 years. I used to say that she's been supporting, but I feel like she does more than that. She's empowering them. She empowers them and their teens for over 15 years to just step to that next level. It's so beautiful. And you specialize in leadership, absolutely, leadership, education, personal development, as a #1 international best-selling author, and is passionate about raising that next generation of teens. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful and empowering Kimberly Scherer to the show. Welcome!
Wow, I think I just received some encouragement there.
It all comes together. I love it.
Doesn't it? Yes, it does.
Perfect. I'd love for you to share why you leaned into this project and what you're hoping people gain from being part of this and bringing your talent and information and insight to our book.
Well, going with the theme that it all comes together, I loved what Sophie said really about having your voice. And the reason I was so excited to be a part of this anthology is because one of my specialties is working with teens who have learning differences or learning disorders, and getting them basically from failing to, improving their grades and taking off and being confident in school and life, right? So I just, so many of the teens that I see, when I first see them say, I'm stupid, I'm not good enough, and they're really believing those false messages because their grades are down and so forth. And yet every teen that I have worked with is brilliant, and I've seen their brilliance, and it's just amazing. And so that's what really captivated me with being a part of this book. But it's also, saying yes to this book also allowed me to reflect on my own experiences and my own stories, which, of course, is very much related to the teens that I see. So,
beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And as you were sharing how they were believing those things about themselves, I can also hear many adults. I don't think that's always age related. Can be believing those things or telling those things to ourselves too. And I love that your chapter really helps us release some of those things and be able to believe more truth and be mindful of what we're telling ourselves, and that we can truly see and step into our brilliance by shifting some of that, and your willingness to share some of your journey too along the way. So thank you for leaning in and saying yes. Absolutely. Beautiful. Well, it is time for our next commercial break. I know the time goes so quickly. So as we go next to our next commercial break, I want to encourage you to use these 2 minutes just for you to give yourself a time to stop, pause, be present, receive what's being laid on your heart and spirit. When we come back, I'm going to introduce Sonia and let her share a little bit about why she said yes. We'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Think you've seen everything there is to see in online television? Let us surprise you. Visit voiceamerica.tv today for sports, health, business, and more on demand 24/7.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Sustainable success is just around the corner. If you are an entrepreneur, business leader, or anybody looking for their next level of success, tune into Sustainable Success with host Chris Salem. Did you know that the path to success is a long path that started many years ago? The path you started on then determines what is happening now. Chris and his amazing guests in their field will help you navigate the path to sustainable success every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time and 9 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Tune in to the Voice America Variety channel on the Voice America Talk Radio Network. Voice America Variety broadcasts a diverse array of topics, reaching a global community. Our experts come from all walks of life, and the topics they discuss are everything from current events, arts and entertainment, leadership, parenting, relationships, self-improvement, career advice, and a variety of other topics. Check us out today. You're sure to find something of interest. Voice America Variety. Talk on today's hot topics.
Change starts here. Change starts now. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes, that you got an opportunity to stop, pause, listen, feel in, connect, and see what was being laid on your heart and spirit. We were talking about stepping into your brilliance, and we've been talking with our amazing authors of this powerful book, and we have an amazing sponsor that's also supporting us and stepping into our brilliance. And I wanted to share a little bit about this sponsor. And part of the reason I want all of us to lean in, and I waited till this moment to share about them, is when a sponsor, a company, an organization decides to share on a show and to sponsor a show, they're doing it because they believe in the listeners. They believe in all of you. And want to connect with you and want to support you. And they believe our show is a way to do that. And so they lean into us supporting you and to supporting you in how you are showing up in your life. And so let me share, let's listen in to this amazing sponsor. It is the U.S. Career Institute. And what they do is they have a program that can help you step into a new career, bring in more income. They specialize in that, and you can do all of that while you're at home, studying on your own hours, working your own hours. It's a really empowering environment in a way that you can shift if you're looking to shift or bring that into your life. So here's what they like to say. Whether you want a new career or just some extra income, U.S. Career Institute has a program for you. For over 35 years, they have helped people prepare for legitimate work-at-home job opportunities in the growing healthcare industry, like medical coding and billing. Basically helping you create medical reports for doctors. You get to be and could be your own boss. You could choose your own hours, and they'll teach you how to do it. They'll online, and they can help you learn this in as little as 4 months. You get to study at home or anywhere if you're traveling at your own pace, anytime, day or night. Just imagine the freedom that can bring to you, the support that can bring to you as you're stepping into your brilliance and your purpose. So here's where you can learn a little bit more about this. And I want you to write this down and check it out. So you can learn more, get some great facts about the industry and about U.S. Career Institute by going to work for, and that's written out, FOR, doctors.com, workfordoctors.com/empowering women. So work for doctors, that's plural.com, /empowering women, and enroll with the code. We have a special code called Empowering Women, all squished together, one word, Empowering Women. And if you use that code by Monday, September 30th, you get 25% off tuition. What an amazing opportunity. So make sure to check them out. Don't forget to write down that code and take advantage of it by September 30th to get that 25% off tuition if this is a fit for you. They do want you to know there are some exclusions, so make sure that you read those details. We'd love to have you lean in, learn more, and this can be a wonderful way to support you on your journey as you are looking to step further into your brilliance. And I want to thank you, U.S. Career Institute, for leaning into all of us. What an honor. Beautiful. Now, one of the things I promised before we went to commercial break is that I was going to formally introduce Sonia as well. She's our 4th author that is joining us today, and I wanted to have an opportunity to share a little bit about her, as well as give her an opportunity to share why this project called to her and why she leaned in and said yes. So with that, let me introduce the powerful Sonia J. Ferrell. She is a leadership trainer, mindset coach, engineering consultant, wife, and mother. She has a BS degree in industrial engineering and a master's degree in leadership, and is an accredited values coach. She's an accomplished presenter, negotiator, and communicator and mentor. She is passionate about helping create a culture of collaboration in the workplace and bringing workplace training that increases the skill levels of all so we can all step into our brilliance. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful Sonia J. Ferrell to the show. Welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca. An honor to be here.
You are so welcome. Thrilled to have you joining us today. And I'd love for you to share why this project called to you, why you decided to lean in and say yes.
You know, I decided to say yes because it's been my journey to dare myself to dream and shift careers to what was really calling me and what I was ignoring. There's so much more to life than to living a fulfilled and joyful life. A lot of times I think we get in this situation where life is good, we are comfortable, we stay with our routines, but really everyone has huge potential, and for some reason they don't step into the things that they can accomplish or their calling or their passion. And I felt that I was there, and I just wanted to share with the audience that, you know, there's more. There's something that you can do to make this world better. And I share that I was stuck in the house. I was stuck in, well, I'm not clear. I don't know if I have the perfect product, but really it doesn't need to be perfect, and there's more to that. And that's what I'm sharing in this book, and that's why I was called to do this, because there's people with enormous potential, but they don't believe it and they don't see it.
And that holds back all our brilliance when we're stepping back instead of stepping forward, leaning in and sharing. And I love how you have moved through the house and you share some of that in your journey, and that you didn't have to be perfect, that you were able to release that. And I think that's such an important reminder for all of us, because we can get caught in that wanting to make it just right and perfect and hold back things for much longer than we need to. And they can actually be serving as they're evolving and growing. So I just so appreciate you leaning in, being part of this project, and willing to share so powerfully and openly in this book with your story. And with that, I'd love for you to share the title of your chapter and something we can look forward to in it.
Yes. The title of my chapter is Brilliant Relationship with You. And really my intention is for people to start taking action and looking for support.
Beautiful.
And I give a set of examples on setting your intention, on looking what's really holding you back, because a lot of times we get stuck on blaming others, and just to look at yourself, look at your patterns, and look at what's working, what's not working, what am I learning, what happened today. I know that one of my patterns was being stuck on this fake productivity where I was doing, but really, was I really doing the work that was focused on my mission and vision?
Yes. No, thank you. And one of the things I appreciate in your chapter, because I shared a little bit about your credentials in the intro, and I hope everyone heard that engineering part, because I feel like you have reverse engineered some of that how for us in your chapter, that you have laid out steps that we can take for those of us who are wanting to know the how and are maybe struggling in what that next step is. I feel like you lay that out really beautifully for us in your chapter. So I want to thank you for
and
that.
One of the things that I really encourage is looking for support, because a lot of times we get stuck on the how and where do I start, but really there's a team of leaders out there, and you're one of them that's willing to give support, because as a team, when we work together, we create better things, and it's always a win-win.
Yes. Yeah, so important to remember that we can get support and leaders and mentors, and we don't have to do it alone. That's a myth. Let's bust that myth. Life is not a solo journey. We can lean into each other and together step into our brilliance. Thank you so much, Sonia, for sharing. I so appreciate it. Yeah, and appreciate you being part of our project.
Can I share something else that I'm excited to bring forward that this project has created?
Sure.
I have joined a group of 80 leaders who are committed to creating a world of service, joy, love, and unity.
Beautiful. I celebrate that. We celebrate that together. And what a powerful thing to have so many leaders coming together, united in that purpose. And thank you for sharing. Beautiful. Love it. Well, with that, and that's something else, part of, I believe, stepping into our brilliance is sharing these types of things and these steps that we're taking and acknowledging and celebrating. There is enough room for all of us to shine and to share and to step into those places coming together. So I celebrate that, acknowledge it, and can't wait to see all that will unfold. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Rebecca.
And then, Sophie, I'd love for you to share the title of your chapter and something we can look forward to experiencing in it.
Yes, thanks, Rebecca. The chapter name is Let's Voice Your Soul. Let's find the voice of your soul. So it's all about, it's a part of my experience and how I had to help myself and to find support for myself, to find my own voice. And then I really joined what was just said right before about to allow yourself to find all possible support to not wait. We don't have to wait until a better time. The time is now.
Yes.
So that's the most important for now, perhaps for me to say. And I feel that when we are truly connected with our own, let's say, soul, it won't prevent us to meet obstacles or blockages or doubts from our own mind or the mind of others. So, but we have more confidence, more trust in life and in others when we turn back every day to ourselves.
Yes.
And meditation can be a great medium for that, to silence the external noise and to let our inner voice to lead us on purpose.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing the title of your chapter and a little bit of what we can look forward in it. And your chapter has this beautiful rhythm to it. It feels like we go on a journey with you as you share and unfold some of your journey. And it's very inspiring. And I appreciate you kind of pulling back the curtain and letting us know some of the things we can do and lean into in our life. So thank you so much for joining us today, Sophie, and sharing. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Rebecca, and good luck to everybody to find their own brilliance too. You are here to lead us all.
Beautiful, as we all lean into our brilliance. I love it. I love it. And one of the things that I think is really special about this book is that every author not only shares some of their own journey and learning about brilliance and stepping into it, they also share some steps that you can take. So as they meet you exactly where you're at, you get to lean in and learn some of the steps that you can take. So if anyone is struggling with that, how, you'll find that included in every single chapter. And I just love that because it's so helpful to have people break down steps or things that we can take as we are being inspired and encouraged to move forward in discovering our brilliance more fully. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And we do have two more amazing experts that I'm going to have share what you can look forward to in their chapters, but it's that commercial time again. It moves so quickly. So we are getting ready to go to our next commercial break. And as we do that, I want you to take these 2 minutes to really receive what is being placed on your heart and on your spirit. And with that, we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN. Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
There's a new force to be reckoned with in talk radio. It's not just talk radio. Hosted by LaTanya Jr. and co-host Tina Wynn and Tony Brown. Not Just Talk Radio is like a superhero, inspiring, problem-solving, and informing. packed with action-provoking conversations from news, movements, and social and politics issues. This program is about a wide range of voices and fresh points of view from experts, celebrities, and you, the listener. Not Just Talk Radio is broadcast live Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Become a member of VoiceAmerica.com. It's easy, and best of all, it's free. Start out by going to our homepage or any of our channels and click Register at the top. Once you've created an account and signed in, you can create your own custom library, opt into our newsletter, search by show, host, guest, or topic of interest, or browse millions of hours of content across all of our Voice America radio channels. Membership gets you more. Visit VoiceAmerica.com today to get started and tailor the listening experience to your taste.
We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes. And we have been talking with our amazing authors, co-authors of Step Into Your Brilliance. Hopefully everyone has this date, but just making sure it's being launched and released on Amazon on September 17th for that super special rate of $1. So watch our posting and sharing out that we do in social media around that, and that'll be the date that you can get that super special rate. And we'd love for you to lean in and help us get the word out so we can reach as many people as possible. And I wanted to make sure we talked to both Kimberly and Reverend Laura to hear the title of their chapter and something we can look forward to receiving in it. So Kimberly, can you share the title of your chapter and something we can look forward to learning in it, discovering?
Every teen is brilliant, and so are you. And one thing that my chapter covers a little bit of my story, and also really emphasizes the importance of listening to what I call your heart speak, which is that voice or calling that is on your heart, and tapping into that and honoring our journey with all its challenges, because I truly believe that it's our journey and those challenges that are part of our purpose and our drive to serve and inspire and support others who may have similar experiences.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. It is so rich and full of encouragement and real heart-based information to support us on our journey and our brilliance. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And Reverend Laura Jackson-Lew, I'd love for you to share the title of your chapter and something we can look forward to experiencing in it.
Yes, thank you. So my chapter is You Are Already Brilliant. And some of the things, as I mentioned earlier, a little bit about my story 4 years ago, but everything that's happened in your life, every listener has brought you to this moment in time. Every single person on the planet is here for a unique and special purpose.
Yes.
Each of you are not your past, your limitations, what others have said, even your own thoughts if they weren't kind. So every single individual is perfect and whole, has innate gifts, And the more you step into that and claim it and embody it, through this chapter and the whole book, you will watch your life unfold, and the people and the opportunities will show up. So it's trusting, it's getting down into that knowingness and beingness that you are already that.
So beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And I feel like that's such a perfect way to close the show, is remembering those truths and taking a moment at the end of the show. Everybody take a couple of minutes to really take that in and remember that you are already brilliant and needed, that you are a gift. And the way that you can help make this world a better place is by being willing to share more of who you are, more of your brilliance with the world. So our heart's desire as you go back out into the world is to remember you are beautifully and wonderfully made on a purpose and for a purpose. And be willing to bloom where you are planted and shine. Have a brilliant week, everyone, and we'll look forward to talking to you next time.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Influencers channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Empowerment channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.